What's up, Hive? So today's the day. We're going in a rocket. Recently got the Astro cam. You can already see I've already built it up. I'm gonna just show that after this little introduction over here. This is the Astro cam. I got it from East States Rockets over there. If you wanna get your own, feel free. We're gonna see how it works. I built it all together. It has a little camera right here. It says it's gonna have a camera so we can record what we see. It goes around like 400 feet in the air. So we're just gonna test it out and see how it goes. All right, so this is the camera. As you can see, it's blinking a blue light. That means it's charging. However, when you first click and hold it, that button you see, that's when the camera turns on. And then you got to click it one more time, and it's gonna start blinking, and that's how you know it started recording. And then you can see the camera lens right there. And on top, that's actually the SD card. That's where the camera memory is stored. And so that is, as you can see, some charges. The USB, you plug that in the USB port, that's how you're able to see the image, your video on the computer. We will be launching it actually at the NASA Goddard Space Center. They see a little flyer. I'm gonna just show a picture of this right here. But that's what we're gonna do it. First Sunday of every month. Shout out to Goddard Space Flight Center. So yeah, we're gonna have fun.
What's up, y'all? 5 months later, I finally got the rocket. We're at the Goddard Center. We're gonna get started.
Okay, so we have the rocket and we're at the Goddard Center inside. We've already pre-made it. This is the fuel that we're using, C6. It's gonna go a little bit higher than usual. The design of it, this side is where it's gonna go onto the launching pad right here. And that's gonna be the part that's on the outside. Over here, that's where it's being pushed on the rocket. So
I mean, that's probably good enough.
that's how it's gonna work.
Oh yeah, that's plenty fine. So yeah, all the nose cone needs to go on it, so all the string needs to go inside.
Just like that. We're ready to go.
Alright, so we got the rocket, it's all set. We're outside waiting in line over there.
That's a launch that goes a little longer than this one.
But they're putting it on
And lets us do some rockets that we can't do here for a number of reasons. It's actually, this one's right over my head.
You've got it.
We got a good ejection. Our chute is now deployed. This one's going to come. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get our rockets ready to go. Something special on rail number 1 that we'll talk about in just a sec. So one of the things we can do with these rockets is actually launch science experiments or have some sort of monitoring device. If you look at the top of rail number 1, when you can see it, you're going to see a little tiny black box at the very top. It's actually a camera. So we actually have launched we're actually going to be launching a little tiny movie camera on rail number 1. And if you go onto the Goddard Space Flight Center website, there is a presentation of our mobile display right here, and there's a picture that's taken from the air. It was actually taken with one of these rockets. So at the time when we needed an aerial view, we actually couldn't get a permit to fly a drone, but we could actually fly the rocket, and so we actually used one of these cameras to take the picture of the rocket. And if you look really close to that picture, you'll actually see the little fins right on off to the corner. Kind of a neat picture.
Thank you.
Type in Herb Desmond. He actually has a collection in the Smithsonian. He was that much of a collector. He loved camera rockets, particularly one called the Cinerock. So I usually like to do dedications, and I like to try to find the right appropriate rocket. So we're going to use your Astrocam here for Herb Desmond dedication. So here we go, rail number 1 at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to get a really good picture. Hopefully we get that camera back, because you put it up way up there.
Oh.
And so, one thing about cameras on rockets is the first 2 seconds of the film is great. The last 10 or 20.
All right, so we just finished. Hopefully the camera works. Hopefully after this slide, after this panel, you're gonna see an amazing video from the camera. But just off rip, you can see they're also launching more rockets.
So you see how that parachute came out?
Mine didn't. So it did take a tumble when it fell. You can see there's burnt over here where the engine was, so it smells kind of stinky. But everything else turned out pretty well. And we'll see from there.
Here for Herb Desmond dedication. So here we go, rail number 1 at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So this is what the engine looks like after it was launched. As you can see, it's burned right through. This is for comparison, this is what a fresh engine looks like for the C6 fuel. All right, so we just finished remodeling the rocket again. We're gonna launch it again. You see there's a new engine inside. I haven't finished editing the video yet, but as you're gonna see, in the video, there's something blocking the camera, and so what we figured was it was the string, because when the string was fully extended, it could go past here. And what I didn't realize at first was even though the string was on the opposite direction, the force from the wind resistance, the drag force was actually pushing the string way far back. So just going to a little bit of the physics over here, we got our point mass, we'll call it, a rocket, right? So first we got our mass, mg, our gravitational pull force going downwards, and then we have the mass from the force of the rocket, the propulsion. And the way that works is the air is getting burned down. What's happening is conservation of momentum, right? It's something, the mass and velocity of something that goes down has to equal the mass and velocity going up. So as it's burned down, it's propelling, and that's it's propelling the air, and that's what makes it go higher. Now, another issue that I said was that the parachute didn't work. So we tried a new way of putting the parachute inside the rocket, and hopefully when we launch it, it has a beautiful descent instead of a wild one.
All right, for cams. Ready to go at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh boy, that's up there.
Yo, where did that go?
Let's hope this one comes back.
Very well.
Most of these rockets that you're seeing up here.
Where's the parachute?
Where's your rocket?
You know, cost maybe $15, $20.
Wait.
Camera rocket.
It's coming out?
More.
No.
I don't want to see any of these things go
At least it's kind of like
all the way to green zone. This one's coming right back.
Wait,
Hey,
it's like
you're going to be really busy watching.
It's out a little
watching
bit.
That one. Boy, that's going to be.
Thank you.
Where's Sally?
She's going to Columbia, Maryland. She won't get rid of me.
She's hot.
Oh, you got a rock?
All right, so I'm here with Mr. Alex, and he's a part of the Narham's Model Rocket Club. So his organization is actually the organization that allowed me to launch the rocket that y'all saw today. But first, I kind of want to introduce that. So, what is the Narham's Model Rocket Club?
Yeah, we are a section of the National Association of Rocketry. So we are based actually out of College Park, Maryland. And we serve any rocketeers that are in like the Metro DC area, Northern Virginia, Southern Maryland. So we are the local rocket club.
That's really cool. So how can like the viewers that are watching this, how can they get involved with the rocket? How can they launch their own rockets?
Yeah, it's not illegal to launch your own rockets. If you have private property or you have a friend who has a couple acres of land, and of course you don't want to be launching in trees or buildings or anything like that, which is a little tough in this area. I mean, we're very urban over here, which is why the club actually launches out in Frederick County and in Carroll County. We just have to get out of PG and Montgomery County where there's a whole lot more open spaces. One thing to keep in mind is if you're going to launch from like a schoolyard or you're going to launch from a park, you have to have permission, usually a permit. But if you've got a friend who's got land, then yeah, you could launch a model rocket. Don't launch anywhere near an airport. So there are some rules, but you can find that on the internet. There's something called the Model Rocketry Safety Code. And you can Google that, and it has a list of 12 things to avoid.
All right, well, thank you, Alex, for being here. I'm gonna put the link to the Narham's Model Rocket Club in the description, so look for that. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. If you didn't, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Share the video out. You can do this with your friends. Very low budget. All you really need is just the rocket. Narham's organization, they'll actually provide you with the engine, and they'll help you set it up. So you don't really need to know what you're doing. All you need to do is just get the rocket and go there. If you have any questions, leave that in the comment and I'll try to reply to it. And if you have any ideas, anything you want to see me do, any cool projects, leave those in the comments too. Laurindo B, King B, I'm out.